Well, hello everyone. It is dark in here. Let's try that again. Hello everyone. It is Wednesday and we are back for another market recap, such as it is. Just a spoiler alert. It's not as exciting as the last one. So I did manage to remember to take a before video, but I forgot about the after because it was piping hot and so slow that I just wanted to go home and I forgot all about it. So insert before here. Now, of course, it looks very much like it did at Friday night's market. We did the same basic layout, just not as many cool things as we had on Friday because we sold them all. At this market, there's something on my glasses. Much better. So at this market, I had two items that were, one was a special request and one was a subscriber. Hi, Eileen. She wanted to know if I had any of the gray Demogorgons made because her sister wanted one. So we set that stuff aside for them to make sure nobody else got them. And they showed up and picked up their items. So that was pretty cool. And I have to show you this. Don't mind the mess behind me because I've been working hard. When Eileen was there, she said that Aldi's had these really cool project bags. And her and her sister were on her way to pick up some more for their crochet group. And she asked if I wanted one. And I was like, yes. So she came back with 3, and I was allowed to choose which one I wanted, and I picked this one. Now, this thing is a great size. Lots of room. It has a zipper pocket in it on this side. And it has like, say like a water bottle holder thingy here. And there is a pocket on the outside. This is going to be perfect because I can definitely fit some yarn in here to work on something for the markets if I happen to be at a market that allows me time to do that. And Sunday was definitely one of those kind of markets. Just saying. Yeah. So, thank you again, Eileen, for the bag. I greatly appreciate it, and it will come into very good use. So, that being said, let's get on with these massive sales that I had. So, market runs from 11 to 3. We got there like right around 9 o'clock, and we were done setting up in an hour. Part of that was because, okay, now we knew what we wanted to do after Friday, and we didn't have as much because I didn't get much made on Saturday. I made a couple of swings. I got 3 yellow chicks, 2 beavers, and 2 manatee, and I ran out of gray on the swings, and then remade the orange Ninja Turtle that I sold, and I can't remember if there was anything else. Can't remember. But I took yarn with me to make Demogorgons because, well, that's what I did. I did two gray ones to make sure that I had a gray one for Eileen. And I took brown, red, and black with me to make the other color. While I was there, I completed one and almost a second one, but I forgot to take my white acrylic, so I had to run into Michael's over there to get a skein of white acrylic, and I could not believe their yarn prices. Oh my goodness. So I picked up a Red Heart Super Saver white acrylic to be able to put the little teeth on the Demogorgons. And I only finished one. What can you say? So we're sitting there, and I'm working on the Demogorgon, and I feel a raindrop. Then a couple of minutes go by, and I feel another drop. And then another. And I'm like, panic mode. So we put up the 2 side panels, pulled our tables back away from the front. So, of course, the nice setup ended up being a little bit tweaked, a little wonky, because we had to move it to make sure nothing got wet. But it did not rain, thank goodness. Now, it was windy. It would be like 1 minute the sky is black, then it's bright blue. Then it's black, then it's bright blue. I mean, the clouds were moving through quick. Thank goodness none of them let loose. So the market started at 11, like I said. Our first transaction was at 11:56, and that was the custom colors on the little cat in a bed. And along with that, a $5 tip. So that was very nice. Not expected, but very much appreciated. The second sale was at 12:11, and that was to Eileen and her sister for the Itty Bitty Demi. And at 12:12, an axolotl. That was Swampy the Axolotl. At 12:15, a spider on a swing, or, you know, not really a swing. He's on a rope. And then at 12:17, the Mama Made Minis chicken Lovey that I have had for about a year and a half finally found a home. And I was so had this little baby this was getting it is so adorable. So I'm glad I had it with me Sunday. At 12:38, we sold a Mini-mon. I do not remember which one. I think maybe it was Ditto, which really isn't a Mini-mon, but I put it in with those, you know, the P word that maybe we should or should not say. At $12.40, we sold a sleeping dragon. And if you noticed in the before video, because of course I forgot the after video, I had made myself a sign. I found a cell phone, smartphone, whatever, clip art, and I measured my phone and, you know, made it fit that size and then put a little sign on it for, you know, sleeping dragon, smartphone holder, and a price. So we sold one, and Reggie the Frog. Then at $153, and I want to say this was on my restroom run that's like a mile away. John sold the Splooting Possum and 2 Swirly snakes. Now, I ended up making a couple more snakes that you guys did not get to see. One was orange with tangerine for the belly and carrot for the top. That one was really cool looking. And the other one was the brown and yellow. Brown teddy bear, I think, with the light yellow belly in the parfait plush. So John had the best transaction of the day, dollar-wise. At $158, 2 of mine, my own pattern, and a keychain. So Macon Bacon sold. Now I'm down to just one black one. Henny the chicken, my last chicken. I know you guys have been saying, where's the chicken pattern? And I have just been so busy, I have not gotten to doing it. It needs to be typed up, and I haven't gotten to it. I'm sorry. And then a puppy keychain that's been around for a little while. So I need to make some Macon Bacon. I guess putting them in the basket, the white wire basket shelves, not having all the clutter on the table, having the price signs, I think that is what did it. Because between the two markets, that was 3 Macon Bacons, which is pretty good. It's pretty darn good. And then we sold Henny the chicken. Then at $159, we sold the Pug Puppy that I've had for a while, and Ninja Turtle with the blue mask. And then the last transaction for the day, told you, nothing like Friday, was at $221. And it was Perry the Platypus on a swing and a yellow chick on a swing. And that was it, you guys. That is it. It's all we sold. It was, let me get to the right date here. Sunday was the 26th. Done. We had 11 transactions. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. For 4-hour market, it was so boring. So boring. And so hot. And windy. And the clouds. So you had that little weather paranoia mixed in with the boredom, mixed in with the heat. And yeah, not fun. So we did a total of $288 in sales. Nothing to write home about, but it is definitely yarn money. I will take it. Of the 288, 83% was card at $238, and 17% was cash at $50. And my square fees were $7.38. And most of that should be like put back in, because I had $120. Well, not most of it. Part of that will be put back in because I had $120 left on my free fee things. So, geez, do we have a bestseller? Let's see. It was 13 plushies, 3 swings, 1 Lovey, 1 keychain, and uncategorized at $5 was my tip because we didn't know how to do that if somebody wants to tip. So we just rang it up like that because they were paying with card. So, in the plushie category, the top seller coming in at 2 was Swirly the snake. There is no top in anything else because everything was a 1, 1, 1. So, quantity-wise, Swirly the snake, dollar-wise, would have been the Splooting Possum. Would be the best seller on that. And then in second place, the Sleeping Dragon. So, yeah, it's not super exciting, is it? Not much to tell you guys today. So, yeah, it was 11 transactions. The average sale was $26.18, which is really good. So, if there were more people there, it had the potential of being a good day. But there just was not any customers. It was very, very dead and hot. So, I'm supposed to have one more there at the end of May. I'm not sure I want to do it. I think it's going to be too hot. And I am like in the direct sun. I get no shade in that spot that I'm in. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that one. But let's see. What is, for the first 4 months of the year, what are our best sellers? Can you guess? I need a drink. I'm going to get a drink and you guys think about it. And then I'll come back and we'll find out what our best sellers are so far for the year. Got my drink. All right. See if I'm in the right category section thing. So I don't look very often, so I get lost trying to find this in Square. But if you go into reports and then item sales, you can find your top seller dollar-wise. So, my top 5 for gross sales is what they call it, is a $15 item. Coming in at $630, the Itty Bitty Demi. Yeah. So, they're still selling. I'm not keeping as many on hand as I was, but they are still selling. The number 2 item coming in at $210. Big drop there. Now, of course, again, this is dollar amounts. Is the Ninja Turtle. The number 3 item coming in at $195 is Axolotl. The number 4 item coming in at $190 is the Yellow Chick on a Swing. And the number 5 item coming in at $160. And mind you, I only keep one at a time on hand, and I have not had one at every single market because they take time to make and they are black. But that would be the Splooting Night Fury. So, how do I get to okay, here we go. Wrong sidebar. I want to see quantity-wise, what is our bestseller so far this year. And they don't put it in any particular order. So we have sold 545 items so far this year. Let's see, 9, 8, 4. There's got to be more. I wish there was a way, like, it would put it in the proper order, like from lowest to highest, but they do not. 10. Let's see. Let me take some notes and then I can cut this part out. Or, yeah, okay. Okay, so where were we? It has been a minute, you guys. Jenna stopped by. So, right in the middle of me making my list. Number one seller for quantity is Demogorgons, coming in at 42 for the first 4 months of the year. Number two, there is a tie, but it's not really a fair tie because I lumped all the style Pokemon together. So the tie is between Yellow Chicks on a Swing and the little Mini-mons at 19. Number three is the Ninja Turtle, and coming in at 14. And number four is the Axolotl, coming in at 13. Then you had Chicks and an Egg at 11, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things tying at 10. The Capybara, the Fancy Frogs, Spiders, Sitting Cats, that is the Pammy Dolls pattern, and Myrtle the Turtle, all at 10 for the first 4 months of the year. So, that is that. And that's what I have for you guys today. Now, Monday night's live was not a success because we were having sound issues, but a lot of people were having sound issues with their lives, and I think it has to do with app updates, so I don't know. We're going to try it again this coming Monday. And I'm not sure if it'll be my channel or Heather's channel because that messed us up. So we're going to try it again. And sorry if you were there and we had to cut it short, but there's no sense in putting you guys through that mess or us. So yeah, that's why we cut it off. Anyways, we will see you guys in the next video.